everybody. This is Renee from Shea Renee Sparkles. So glad that you could join me here today. I have some of these necklaces that I have created to donate to my favorite charity, which is Breast Friends for Life. And I have a repeat guest star joining me here. And
hi, I'm Tina from Breast Friends for Life, and Renee asked me to come over today because she has made all these beautiful necklaces to donate for our basket ministry. And so I was just so tickled to come over, and we're going to show you some of the things that she has made and also talk about her basket and the different things that she makes to put in it.
Right. And I enjoy making these things. Tina and we sat down today and we put the necklaces on the cards, and this is the way that she puts them in the basket. And then I did a matching pair of earrings. Tina, you want to pick out the one that you're going to include in your basket today?
I'll do that right now.
Yeah, and show it to them up on, so that's the one she's wanted. Take it up a little bit closer so they can see. Yeah, and
Isn't
see
that
the earrings.
just gorgeous?
Yeah, and so this is how Tina puts them in the basket. But we had so much fun today putting them together and putting them on the cards and oohing and ahhing over all the little earrings and the beads and things like that. So Tina and I had the best time doing this.
Look how pretty it is in there.
And I also have done, I did 60 of the necklace and earring pairs. I actually did 59 of the necklace and earring pairs and one necklace without the earrings, but we're going to get to that in just a minute. I also did 100 of the little Kleenex covers.
Yes.
And
these are the kind of little Kleenexes that we get, and I'm going to pick one to put in the basket.
Yeah.
And I really like
and you can
this.
get these at Dollar Tree if you'd like to donate to them. You can find those at Dollar Tree. That's where I get mine because you can get more for $1.
And just put it right in, and this is going to go right here in our basket.
Yep. And those are nice for ladies. They can carry them in their purse, in a little bag or whatever. Very handy. I also keep some in the console of my car. So and these are very nice items, and I have so much fun making them and sharing them with Tina when she comes in. But they also do need monetary donations. There's such things like baskets and different things like that they do have to go out. Sometimes she bought this teacup here. She buys the individually wrapped tea bags and things like that. You can donate those, but a lot of times she doesn't have, when she needs to fill a basket, she doesn't have those. So she does have to go purchase these things. And Tina's going to show you the information on where to donate. And unfortunately, I'm not flipping the camera right now. So
It's
that's
backwards.
it. Yeah, that's it. But I will put it in the link below as well. And we're going to bring it and set it right here too, so that it'll be front and center in what we're talking about. So Tina, would you like to go ahead and do your basket?
Yes, I just want to let you know some of the things that the donations will help with, and we put all kinds of different things, anything that you think a lady might like. Like here's a scrubby for the shower, and of course we have lotions and we have lip balms.
Those are really good because their skin gets dry from some of the treatments or medications.
Exactly. And one thing we try really hard to put in are journals. Now, sometimes, of course, I have to purchase these because, and it doesn't have to be pink, it can be anything, but women going through breast cancer sometimes just like to write their feelings down. And so we put a journal in there, and then just little fun things like this is chicken soup for the soul. We also have, this is one of the coloring books for adults, and so I have one of those in with some colored pencils. And then we have some information about Breast Friends for Life, our support group right here. And then also I get some information magazines from the hospital that I put in to help the ladies too. And then one special thing that we get from the Active Life Center are beautiful lap blankets that the ladies make.
It's so soft.
This is crocheted from the Knitwits, and then we also have the Golden So-and-So's who make lap blankets from quilts and things.
Oh, that's funny because I'll tell my friends will say, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" I say, "I'm going to be a little Miss So-and-so." Now I'm in my sewing room, so doing things like this or making masks or different things that I'm working on.
Well, speaking of masks too, Renee.
Oh, look how beautiful.
I think I got 100
Nice.
from the so-and-sos, and there's a card in here, and so we put them in, make sure, I mean, everybody can use a mask, an extra one, and especially one that might match something pink that they wear. Here's some lip balm, all kinds of little things, and Renee talked about the tea, because it has to be in individual packages when we put it in the teacups.
Yeah, each tea bag has to be individually wrapped.
Yeah, teacups, and also a lot of times it's hard to come by the teacups, so I get mugs that are inspirational or just real pretty,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and then also the baskets.
Goodwill is a good place to go and find those, and you can find the coffee cups. They might have like a little hint of pink, or be a little bit more feminine, or as Tina said, have maybe something inspirational on them. And so I've gone and bought some of those before, and when I'm in Goodwill, I always go over there and look and see, and a lot of times you can get those for really good prices and donate those as well.
And the teacups, I was just telling Renee too, I went to an estate sale, and there were 8 sets of teacups there at a very reasonable price, and so I just had to grab them, and every one of them had a little bit of pink in it, so it was perfect.
And they were made in England too.
Yes, they were
So
made in England.
that's a nice little teacup there
Very
too.
reasonable price too.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
Okay. Are you gonna wrap it up and?
Yes, now that I have everything, I was waiting. I brought this over because I had all these things, but when I knew I was coming over and Renee had some new necklaces and things, I said, oh, I'll just wait. So we've got it all fixed up now, and this is basically how I do it. And I'm going to scoot over here and get my netting.
And while she's doing that, I wanted to tell you, I have a few extra new colors that I've tried, and this is one of them. I think I need to come around there so you can see it a little bit better, because they're a little bit hard to see. This is one, and it does have kind of like a peachy pink in it there, and of course I should have the names, but I don't. But I just see these. I go to Creative Fiber Arts, and that's where I buy my yarn. And look, see how it sparkles like that with the light? It almost looks like beads on a wire. So that was a new color, and this is a new color. And I just have so much fun, like doing the little angels, or the earrings, different earrings to match these yarns that I have. I just go and sit in the middle of my beads and play and just
ooh and ah.
Oh and ah, and have the best time. And Tina and I were talking earlier about how when you see something visually, that it can, like, there's certain things that just really strike you and just give you a little spark of joy. And that's why I like to call it Chez Renee Sparkles, because I like to spark a little inspiration and hopefully a little joy
and
for
happiness.
Everybody. Because I really believe that this talent that God has given me for being able to do this, that He wants me to share it with people. That's why I'm so much enjoy doing these for the baskets, because He wants me to use that God-given gift that He gave me to, spark joy in others. All right. So Tina's got her wrapped in the basket all wrapped up. Now she's going to give it a haircut.
Give it a haircut.
Are those scissors good enough? Do you need some real scissors? Let me. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hang on one second.
I
Wait,
get it.
wait. Nope. Wait.
Okay.
I got all one big thing laying right here.
That's another thing that
Right
usually
here.
I have to purchase is tulle.
In my handy dandy little sewing room, I have these very nice.
They're very pretty.
Yes.
Nice and shiny.
Yes. And so Tina,
Oh my gosh.
what did you say that you had to purchase?
Tulle.
Okay, so I have a surprise for Tina.
Oh my gosh, Renee! Oh
Listen,
my
I
gosh!
couldn't hardly stand it. Here, hold on to those. They're slipping.
Yes.
So we have 4 bolts,
Oh,
tulle here.
that is such a nice surprise.
and it's even, this one is even shimmer.
Yeah.
And it says on here on one of them, it's 54 inches by 40 yards. And I think that's what every one of them are.
Oh my
So-
goodness, this is just, thank you so much. This is such a donation. I mean, this is probably our biggest expense. Is
I
when we
loved
have
it.
to get this.
And I want to give credit where credit is due. Because a dear friend of mine, Jackie Queen, her mother, she lost her mother about 3 years ago. And a few months ago, she asked me to come over and clean out her mom's craft room. And so this is some of the things that she gave me.
Oh my goodness!
And
That's so sweet.
I told her that if it was something I couldn't use, that I would make sure it was donated to a good cause. So, Jackie, this
Yes.
this I think is a wonderful cause.
Oh yes!
Because
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
Just to know that her mom's spirit is going on and bringing joy to other ladies that are going through hardships. So
Each one of these bolts, depending on the size of the baskets and everything, between 10 and 12 baskets I can do with one bolt.
that's great.
So that's very
great.
good.
That's great.
Oh my goodness! Thank you, Renee.
You're welcome. And thank Jackie.
And Jackie, thank you so much.
Yes, and then you left this behind last time you were over here. Some
Oh,
tea.
okay.
And then I have something else that's not nearly as nice as that surprise. But I did think about you while I was at the Dollar Tree, and I know she likes curly ribbon.
Yes.
She has these special bows that she uses.
But see, I had to tie this with a little curly ribbon.
Yeah.
Little.
And
piece.
so it's
Well,
just all
thank
different
you.
shades of pink. There's some
Yeah.
darker, some medium. There was one that's really kind of a cool little sparkly
little-
thing. That one's striped.
Oh, so
Right.
nice. I mean,
And then-
every little bit just adds.
And then look, it's so much fun sharing this stuff with Tina because she gets just as silly excited about it as I do. But I do like to share a gift with her every once in a while. So I have something new that I have done. I told her all the surprises weren't for her, but there is one that is for her.
You're hiding on me. Yes.
So I did. So, and this is something I'll be making for the baskets as well. But you see this little thing here? Look.
Oh my goodness.
So you can like hook it on your jacket, on your keys, on your purse, on your rear view mirror,
Renee, how
wherever you want to.
cute.
I had some friends, they just took it in a little place in their office on their desk. And so she has a pink skirt and she has a rose gold pink crown. And so that was my first one I made, and it's for
Oh,
Tina.
Thank you
For all-
so much.
That's for all the wonderful stuff that
Oh my-
she does.
Oh my God, we were just talking about. and Renee does every little piece, every little bead, every little link she puts together. And I was just in her craft room, thousands and thousands of beads, and
She
she's
did make it out alive.
so meticulous about how she puts them together, and they all end up so beautiful. You think this is just one thing? No, every little piece she had
Yeah.
to decide.
Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces in that one little thing there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So
I know it's COVID, but I'm gonna
I just like,
this is she's so precious, and I always wear her. I've got earrings. Some
yes,
earrings
I
on now.
noticed that
Yeah.
today, yeah. Mhm.
Always. Oh
So-
my goodness. Well, let me just finish this up,
Yep.
and
And we mentioned earlier that there was one necklace that didn't have a pair of earrings, so Tina came up with a really wonderful idea that I should make the earrings actually on camera.
yes,
so
now
we-
you get to see how she puts all of them together.
So we've already
Amazing.
picked out what we wanted, and this was the one necklace. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you. If I can get it on the card here. The one necklace that I forgot to make a pair of earrings for. So that's it, right there. And these are the supplies I'm going to use. So there's these little flower, it's like called a bead cap. And then there's some different little small beads. There's an eye pin because it has a head on it that holds your bead on. There's some more little, that's oval shaped beads. Those are going to be the head. There's another little bead cap like that. So I'm going to put all these together. It won't take me but just a second, and I'm going to try and do it. Let's see. Right back here where you can see. I'm going to have to
You
see
come
where I can. Yeah, I'm going to have to go around here.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I know you can't see up close, but I'm going to kind of show you like step by step. So to start off, what I do is I will put some kind of a bead when I'm making the angel earrings on first. So that little small bead that I showed you, it went on first. And then I'm going to do what I call the ombre angel, and there was set on the ones that she put in that basket as well. And it just means that the angel skirt goes, has like 3 different colors in it. So, all right, maybe I can do it over here a little bit better. All right, so I put the little bead on the bottom on the eye pin, and then I've put my tears on my skirt right there. Now, one of the things that Tina was telling you, and I really do believe, is that there's so many different ways that you can do this. But I am, anybody that's worked with me, God bless you, Annie, because she helped me so. I am very picky about this, but I don't apologize for that because it makes such a difference in the things that I do. So I put that, these are actually bead caps. There's an eye pin, that's the eye pin, or the head pin. There's one little bead, and I do that to help stabilize the little bead caps here. This is also a little bead cap. The little silver one's a bead cap. Then next, I'm going to put on the wings. Now, these are actually, and this is another little weird thing I do, these are actually dragonfly wings. But I like to put them on, to make them angel wings, I like to put them on upside down because to me it makes it look like the angel is flying up, because on a dragonfly, the smaller wings are on the bottom, but on an angel, the smaller wings are on the top. So I just flip them over. That gives me more options to use. Then I'm going to take, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to use yet. This is called a spacer bead, and I have 2 different ones here that I can use, and that's like on the neck right there. So there's that one, and I do play around with my different beads like that because I'll have them, like I sit in the middle and look all around them. And there's this one, and I think that's too big. It's going to kind of overwhelm it, so I think the smaller one I found right before we left the classroom, the craft room is better. All right, so I went back to the small bead. Then I've got that oval shaped bead. You can use a round, an oval, a bicone bead, whatever that you like, that you think is pretty. And so that's the head. And then I'm going to, forgot to get the crayon. Okay. So I'm going to let Tina, she's got my little pattern here to follow. So she's going to take this head pin here, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it. And she's going to assemble that angel up until the crown. And I'm going to run get the crowns real quick. That's just a wonderful. This is one of the little small beads that I used at the neck area.
So okay,
you can follow it.
All right, this is my. Okay, I think I've got this. All right.
It was a little silver ball.
Okay. All right, now I've got to put the little skirt. So the pink comes first. And then the lavender, I think I got it right. Pink and lavender, and of course the white one comes next. So I don't usually deal with things this tiny, so I'm having a little, okay, now this little,
How's it going?
oh, it's a little bead.
Little
It's a
silver
little
bead
silver
cap.
bead.
Mhm.
Alright, and then the wing.
Nope.
No,
Let's see.
did I do it wrong?
Yeah.
Oh, see,
So, the bead, the little round bead, you start off with a little round bead. See, that's a little round bead. So you start off with that one.
okay.
No, you gotta come do it.
Okay.
You start off with that one, and then you do.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I start with the skirt.
Yeah. And
okay.
if you're trying to follow somebody else's design, it's always easier if you kind of like space them out like that so you can see bead by bead what's going on there. So, I'm gonna
Okay,
leave
after,
that
after the
on there
white.
for you. The pink goes on first.
Yeah, I've got
And
everything
the blue,
on.
yep, and then
And
that's when the little
then
bead cap goes on.
that
No,
goes on.
the bead
Oh.
cap.
I don't-
This was one we decided not to use.
And it goes
Yep,
right side up.
it goes just the same direction as those two, yep.
Okay.
And then the wings,
And the wings with the little.
the small wings up, yep. And then this teeny tiny little bead here,
Now, what is this called? This little one.
that's a bead separator.
Okay. See, I don't even know.
See,
the
if they're kind of
vocabulary.
curved and fit over a bead, it's called a bead cap. But if they're
Okay.
flat like that, it's called a bead separator. All right. So then we're going to, put on the head.
Well, she needs a head.
This is what happens when I decide to do things last minute.
Okay, so we got a head.
All right, so you got the head on. So then we're going to put the crown on. And this is another bead cap.
We're putting it upside down though, right?
Mhm. So this is a bead cap, and normally this bead cap right here would go on with these little pointed parts down over the bead. But as many of my friends can tell you, Renee doesn't always do things just the normal way. Renee has to kind of put her own special twist on things. So I turn it up so it looks like a little crown.
There we go.
And I also take a teeny tiny little bead from over there, that bag.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. It's a teeny tiny little bead. You see that? And I let it go down in that crown because you see how the crown, it was sitting kind of askew, like it's not upright. But if you put that little bead down in there, then it'll help stabilize it. So then let me put it on here.
Let's see where. I have glasses on, but-
I'm not as organized as I am in my crafter, no. So then this particular eye pen has a lot on it, and I actually like working with these better anyway because I prefer to have a little bit extra to trim off. So I just snip a little bit off, and you kind of get used to it as you're doing these. You kind of get used to what you're doing. Let's see yours. Hold it up where everybody can see it.
Now her.
Let's see. Yep. Look at that.
Oh my
at that.
goodness! Look how cute she
See?
is.
Tina was telling me she's not a crafter, but
Yeah.
I just proved her wrong, didn't I? She said she would help me put the earrings
Yeah.
in the bags, but now she's going to be helping me make the earrings. Okay, so that would be a completed one, and we'll put the ear wire in it as well. I'm going to go ahead so that the beads don't fall off and do Tina's. And as I said, you just some people don't clip them as close. They clip them a little bit closer actually than I do. But I like to give one little extra twist.
I see. You're making the
Mhm,
wire
I made
into
the
a
ring.
twist.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And so there's your other little one.
Yeah.
And we'll put the ear wires on it, which are the things that hold them on. Now the tools that I used, it was a cutter. It was also these pliers, and you can see they're round. See, they're rounded and they're graduated size like a cone. So that's what you use to make your circles and things with. You can also use them to open up your circles, and then I use these flat and very gently because they do have a texture in them. I use these to close the ear wires. Okay? All right. So I think that is everything. I'm going to close up these little bags so these thousands of pieces don't go everywhere. All right. And we do these just like we do on these cards here.
And do we have?
We hang it on the cards. I hadn't put the ear wires on them yet. We hang them on this card, and this is my Chez Renee card. And she just clips them. This is something that Tina came up with, and you can see these are actually vintage beads right here. So I do use all kinds. These are called wedding cake beads, and at a yard sale I found a necklace, and the metal parts had kind of tarnished and didn't look very good. So I took them and got all the beads off of them and put them together with this. And this is sort of like what I'm talking about, all the different pieces. Because here there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 pieces in each earring. Well, actually 11 if you want to count the little holders that I put on the back. Because I do put these little things, it helps them stay in your ears so that you don't lose your earrings. So, and that's it.
All right, and I just want to show you what our little creation looks like with the necklace that Renee already made. Don't they go just perfectly? Oh my gosh.
It's so much fun just picking them out and matching them up and everything. I just love it. That's a joy for me. That is the joy for me. People at work will tell me, you know, it's so nice of you to give or to do this or that or the other. And I tell them, I say, I almost feel guilty. I almost feel selfish in doing it. I almost feel selfish in doing it because I get so much joy from it. I have so much joy making the necklaces and making the earrings to match, then bringing them and sharing them here with Tina.
It's like Christmas every time she calls and says, I've got more necklaces. So I really appreciate Renee and all that she does for us.
And then knowing also that Tina's going to put together these wonderful baskets, and they're going to go out and they're going to bring joy and comfort to a lady who's going through a really tough time. So it just really is a blessing to me and a joy to be able to do this. And I am grateful to be able to bring joy to others, but I'm also grateful for the friendship that Tina and I have established, because we've been doing this for quite a few years now.
Yes, we have.
Yeah. And we just met randomly in an antique store. Yeah. So it was just God bringing us together.
Exactly.
Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me here today. I hope that you found some joy in watching this. Maybe you found a little bit of inspiration. Maybe this isn't something that you could do, but maybe you could write a check or send it in. Or maybe you could just pick up the phone and call somebody and say, hey, I know you're not feeling good today, so I just wanted to say, hey, I love you, or I appreciate you. Just that kind of thing. Sometimes you just never know the simplest little kindness that you can pay somebody. Sometimes that just means all the world to them. It doesn't seem like a big deal to you, but it just means the world to them. Maybe they're having a bad day, or they might be in a dark place, and you just reaching out to them just with a smile, hey, how are you, that kind of thing, or I appreciate the job that you do, that kind of thing. To me, that can make all the difference. And we're living in kind of tough times right now because of some of the things that we're going through. And I really think that instead of separating, we need to find our common connection and find our joy through being kind to others. I firmly believe that what you put out there will come back to you as well, and that has certainly been my experience here.
Yes, and
with doing
too.
all of these and with Tina. So, all right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. See you next time.
I'll put a link to this information. I'll put a link below in the comments. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye.